What's up, streamers? I have some new news for you today. New news, interesting, that is going to be very insightful for a lot of you. So tell me if you've ever felt like this down below in the comments. Have you ever felt like streaming is the end all be all of what will ever make you successful in your life? Like, if you can't achieve all of your goals with your stream, that will mean that you are a failure and that you can't achieve anything else or be successful anywhere else. Have you ever felt this level of desperation for growing your stream and your content? Well, let me tell you, this desperation is everywhere on Twitch, and it is one, not healthy for your mental state, but also it is not going to help you make strategic decisions because what you'll do whenever you have this need for success from your stream is that you will ignore all of the opportunities that are there for you. So, let's show you what the news is, and then I'll explain how these two things work together for small or newer streamers. So, Pokimane just recently came out and said that she's really happy to announce the launch of her talent management and brand consulting firm, RTS. RTS is really cute. It's like real-time strategy, right? Our goal is to make creators' lives easier and help companies integrate into gaming. So if we go over to rts.gg, you can see the website is pretty nice, pretty beautiful. It's got a lot going on, but you know what? We do what we do, and we do it, pretty well, I guess. So it says who we work with is Pokimane. This organization does 360 management, which means that they will manage literally everything. You never have to touch your email inbox, which is just chaos anyways. Staying power, so they help people build long-term viability of your brand, diversify your business revenue, and then ticking all the boxes: growth strategy, business development, PR and branding, legal, taxes, and financing. Then they work across the industry to support, grow, and innovate some of the most exciting tournaments, broadcasts, and partnerships. They work with publishers, esports, and streaming platforms, and their gaming event is actually Evo. So RTS acquired Evo, I believe it was earlier this year. I guess I should say Sony and RTS acquired Evo, which is a fighting game championship. So people who are in the FGC know this as a place where lots of like Smash tournaments are held and other fighting game tournaments. So this is very, very popular event. They also do working with brands. So they work with Facebook, Learfield, Ballantines, and other organizations. And then essentially what they're trying to do here is help startups across the industry, whether that's advising, go-to-market strategies, amplification. So this is going to be like marketing. And then this is their team. So we've got Stuart Saw as CEO, who worked at Twitch and Endeavor. Pokimane herself, Kim Fan Su Lee, she's a really popular host over at not Twitch necessarily, but then there's a lot of other incredible people on here that have been in the industry for a pretty decent amount of time. They do have a career section, so these are like full-time paying positions. If you're interested in working with Pokimane, I guess you can hang out and go over here. Now, the reason that I mentioned the stuff that I mentioned at the beginning of this video is because a lot of us, I know small streamers, are thinking about this in terms of, well, this is Pokimane, right? Pokimane is so big, she's so successful, only she can launch something like this. And I know this feeling really intimately as well. Whenever I was a small creator, it was like Twitch was the only thing on my mind. And I wasn't thinking about creating side businesses or like using my brand to make a product or a service for my community and to create a solution for them. I wasn't thinking like an entrepreneur. Pokimane has a history of creating products and services like this, and like she's done like little makeup palettes and other things that have not only helped catapult her as a content creator, so part of her growth comes from these projects, but also catapult her as an influencer. Poki here is smart. She knows that her content is not the end all be all of what is going to make her successful. Instead, her content is like the daily maintenance important work that she does to retain the level of her brand. And all of these additional side projects are things that she's doing to maintain relevancy, generate more buzz and hype and marketing about her name. In addition to, she's learning a lot of really important skills that if she wants to transition out of being a content creator someday, she'll be able to do that. But a lot of people might think, oh, this is just for money, right? Like Pokimane is just trying to make a bunch of money here, and she's so not like me. She's very driven. She's obviously very excited about just growing as a professional. And let me tell you, y'all, this is not about money. I mean, yes, sure, she's going to be getting paid with this. Obviously, that's great. We want people to get paid for their work. But Pokimane's at the level where she would be comfortable for the rest of her life if she never did anything and just invested a lot of cash that she's got. She, if she only wanted to be a streamer, she could do that for the rest of her life. She would be financially set, and probably for her children's lives as well. So why is she doing this? Why is she building tons of businesses? It's because she knows that her value and her ability to have an impact is not just in her stream. And this is not about her size. Y'all can all launch things, projects like this, or like other things that you're passionate about. And sure, maybe they won't become blockbuster hits like most of Pokimane's are going to, but I promise you, you are going to learn skill sets that will increase your value inside of this very, very competitive space. And that will teach you some things that you didn't know or you wouldn't learn if you were just sticking with being a streamer or a content creator. Here's the thing a lot of streamers don't do is we don't think bigger than ourselves. We think, okay, well, I'm just going to sit here and play video games. Whoever shows up is going to show up, and that's great. But we don't think, well, how can I affect change at a greater level? How can I build something that's not just me working inside of it, but is me working with a team? I said this to my partner recently. I was like, teams are the ultimate scaling solution. If you want to grow, you need a team, whether that's a team inside of your content or a team that you're working with in order to bring some kind of product or service to market as a solution for your audience, or maybe the audience of someone's team that you're on. Shout out to my team over at Stream Coach for being so awesome and working with me on my side business, right? Well, not side business because it is like a main business for me, but my like passion project is helping streamers. And I cannot tell y'all the amount of fulfillment that I have had as a result of building my own business. If this is something that you're interested in doing, even just a tiny little bit, or if you're freaking scared, but you're like, logically, I know it's going to teach me a lot, do it. I promise you, it's not going to be easy if you're putting yourself into a CEO position. If you've never run a business before, you're not going to know all of the things that you need to know whenever you get started. But if I look back 2 years ago when I first started Stream Coach, I have grown so much as a CEO, as a boss, as a content creator, and now I'm being recruited for six-figure or multiple six-figure positions. And the reason for that is because of the work that I did over at, or am doing over at Stream Coach. Y'all have the ability to do this as well, but you have to think bigger than just you and your stream. You have to get together with the people around you and build something that's going to impact the world at a greater scale than just hanging out in your stream. And of course, there's nothing wrong with just chilling in your stream. If you just want to do it as a hobby, have some fun, hang out, and that is your ultimate life's goal, you can definitely do that. But if you ever struggle with growth and you're looking for that next level up and you're like, oh, what is it? What is it that, like, I'm not feeling fulfilled? I'm not feeling like the emotions that I wish I was feeling from this work. It's probably because you're thinking too small and you need to start thinking bigger. So please don't box yourself into this identity of just being a streamer. I envision a future where all of us in the world are content creators at some form. Like showing up to the internet every day is just like showing up in society every single day. That is normal, and it's going to be more and more normal as time progresses. But the things that we do on the side, all of these passion projects, side businesses, that's what's going to elevate us. and help us impact the world at a greater scale, but also change our lives at a greater scale versus just sitting around and hoping people come into our stream or watch our YouTube videos. Now, if you would like shorter versions of this content, you can also head over to TikTok and follow me over there at ashnichrist_, and come and hang out with us on Discord at discord.gg/ashnichrist. We talk about this kind of stuff all the time over there. I love y'all so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.